Blessings and abundance be upon you, family. Peace and love to you. I was supposed to do a poetic piece. Well, I was thinking about doing a poetic piece, but I figured that I would just share some of my story. Okay? So in 1997, I wrote CSEC, which was a good while back, right? But I remember leading up to the exams, or to the commencement of the exams in June, it was such a difficult time for me. Internally, I was dealing with anxiety, I was dealing with over self-consciousness, I was dealing with perfectionism, I was dealing with low self-esteem and insecurity and hormones raging and so many different things, and I kept that to myself. I was that type of person who didn't share that stuff because I always felt like I had to keep things under control. I had to portray this image of a great academic student who is, always doing well and has everything under control. So that was the image I had. I was very academic, but internally I was dealing with so much stuff, and like I said, I was very insecure. I didn't like myself that much. I didn't like the image, what I saw in the mirror, and I was always trying to perfect it, to do everything perfectly, and that was driving me insane. But like I said, I kept it to myself because I was afraid of what persons would have said. I was afraid of the stigma and the labeling and how persons would have seen me and so on. And to add to all of that, my grandmother, who raised me, excuse me, passed away. I think it was March of 1997. And we were very close because, like I said, she raised me from the time I was a year old, and it just kind of added to everything I was dealing with internally. So it was difficult studying and preparing for exams. I had difficulty focusing. I remember struggling to focus, just struggling to concentrate and study. That, I remember, excuse me, I even remember this incident one time where I was on the sofa with my POB text trying to study, and it was just difficult to focus. And I remember my uncle's wife telling me, that everybody's expecting me but basically she was saying that, like she knows that I will do well because, I'm a brain box and so on, and everybody's expecting me to get 9-1s. And it was, on the inside, I was feeling like, I don't know, I'm trying, but there's just so much stuff going on internally. And like I said, it was tough. It was a difficult period. And there were times that I often wish I could just switch places with other students who seem to have it all together, who seem to be so balanced and happy, and I wish I could just switch bodies with them and see what that feels like. And like I said, these are things I kept within, and keeping it within didn't help. It just made it so much more difficult to deal with. But somehow I managed to keep it together. I struggled, I pushed, I tried, I kept studying, I kept reading, I kept practicing, I kept revising, and I didn't get the 9-1s, but I still managed to get 5-1s and 4-2s, which was still a great performance. So this is why I figured that I would share this with you guys, because I know that many of you may be feeling depressed, stressed, stretched. Many of you may have difficulties at home and just feeling overwhelmed by everything that has been going on with the quarantine, the COVID-19 and everything. But I just want to encourage you to keep try, to keep moving, to keep studying, to keep at it, and you can, if you persist, of course, always bring in the divine. That's something. I've always been spiritual, I've always been spiritual, always sought to connect with the divine and to bring in the divine and to get assistance from the divine. I've always been that way, and so I know that this helps. So bring in the divine, asking the Creator for guidance, for assistance, for strength, for the ability, for helping focus in and studying and put in the effort. Even when you feel stressed out, even when you maybe have so much dealing with internally, you can still persist. If you choose to write, or if you have chosen to write CXE this year and you didn't choose the deferral path, persist. You may have difficulties at home, persist. You may have stuff going on in your mind, but you can still persist, right? And this is something I can testify to, something that is really powerful. When you persist and you keep pushing and trying and praying and so on, things will happen. Good things will happen. Aim high. Whatever number of subjects you're writing, aim high. Aim for 6 1s, 5 1s, 3 1s, 2 1s. Aim high. Because even with my difficulties, even with all the stuff I was dealing with internally, I still wanted to get 9 1s. I still aim high. I didn't get it. But when you aim high, you slip, you still get something which is decent. If you slip, right? But aim high. Whatever number of subjects you're writing, aim high. Aim for the highest. Aim beyond the stars. And if you slip, you catch a star, you catch the sun, you catch the moon, or you just hover above the earth. Even that is beautiful, right? So, just want to say all the best to you guys. And some things that could really help, like I said, prayer, scripting, writing down your intention, your desire, 9 1s, putting it on your mirror, on your ceiling. Of course, meditation always helps. If you guys want help with that, I could assist you with that, because it's something that I truly love. Meditation is something that has helped me out so much. So prayer, scripting, meditation, visualizing yourself with the desired result, that also helps. Timetabling, that also helps. So there's so many things that you guys can do on this journey of doing the best that you can. So I want to wish you all the best. Say blessings and abundance be upon you, success to you, elevation to you. And we are always here to assist you, your teachers. So peace and love, one love, firm life.